Do you ever have those days where you're frantically driving around and looking for compositions and the light suddenly kicks off when you're in the car? Well, instead of driving to location, why not walk for the whole day and see what you find? The benefits are amazing. This is precisely one of those moments where me and Luke head into a deep glen in the heart of Scotland. Not only are you ready to capture that shot when the light breaks through the clouds, you're discovering new places and taking shots you never thought you would. This video is a prime example of that. So next time you're out, just leave your car in a car park and spend the whole day walking. You never know what you'll capture. I've always been a big advocate of spending a day walking and exploring an area rather than driving to and from locations. I think the benefits are hugely more beneficial. So we're going to walk through a deep glen today and just thoroughly explore it. And another benefit of it is if the conditions kick off, if we get a fleet of light, we're ready to take a picture. Obviously when you're driving, the amount of times I've been somewhere and I've seen a shot, I've seen a fleet of light, there's nowhere to pull over. When you're walking, just get your camera out and you get some really unique shots. So today is hopefully going to be one of those days. It's quite cloudy, quite rainy, a bit murky, but I'm sure there'll be stuff to shoot, especially in the peak of autumn. Point proven straight away. The fleeting light over to, I think it's Glass Ben, the hills opposite the Glen Mountains, it's just breathtaking. And you've got the rich autumnal colours around us as well. Up this trail there's a lot of cascades, because we look on all trails or any map, if you see a slight gradient coming down and you've got a body of water, you know you're going to get some pretty interesting stuff. That's amazing. Hopefully going to get some mountain days while I'm here too, and that's just making me want to get up them. Wow.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrows, what for? You watch the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow. Out of the darkness.
Luke just found an incredible waterfall with a nice array of orange leaves at the bottom. So we've basically just shot two scenes in 10 minutes, but they're two completely different scenes, which you can argue if you're driving from place to place, you'd get those two different scenes, but you can also get them walking, especially through a nice, interesting glen. And we've got two completely different images. So we're not even a kilometre in and it's been a pretty good day already. I put that shot of the waterfall up. It's kind of like a meeting of a smaller stream and a big waterfall in the background. It's very slippy down there, so we couldn't be too precise with the compositions we wanted, but yeah, amazing. Anyway, we're going to head further down and we'll eventually get to a bothy where we're going to have a brew. Yeah, the forecast is a lot better than we thought as well. We're actually getting light, which is pretty rare this week. careful here, lad.
Right, we've just crossed a bridge, so we're not far from Glen, and we're just saying like thousands of people will be there today, let alone the week. But you come into the next valley and it's literally, there's no one here, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Pine wood's a bit monotonous, but then you get through there. We're not far from the bothy actually, and it's in a pretty idyllic place. It's kind of surrounded by pines and birch, and then ahead is Streep, a mountain I want to do. So we are going to check this bothy out just to see what it's like to stay in as a base, because the path from the bothy goes straight up. Streep, it should be called steep, because the elevation from the bothy is about 800 metres in. I don't even think it's a kilometre. So very, very steep. Merrill steep. There's one for you. Luke thought that one, so I've just nicked it off him. Right, anyway, it's lovely up here, and hopefully get a few more pictures. But it's closed. You smell fire. Oh, it's open, lad.
Smells like someone's used it.
It's class. Right, well, it's pretty tidy, lad. Definitely stay here overnight. Look how clean it is.
Someone's on fire yesterday.
Yeah, definitely, buddy. The one in the fishing field was well messy. So we've just got into the bothy, and we're kind of scouting it as a place we'd potentially stay if we're doing one of the hills, and it's one of the best I've kind of been in. It's so clean and tidy, so I'd imagine it's because the last person left it like this. So yeah, there's kind of an etiquette with the bothies. If you leave them as clean as possible and tidy them, ready for the next person, this is a good example of how it's been left. Yeah, really nice, and the area it's in is pretty breathtaking. Probably gonna have a coffee here and explore further up the Glen. Yeah, that bothy was great. So we just read in the book that a family of 5 had stayed there last night. Mum, dad, and I think it's 3 children, and they'd left it immaculate. So fair play to them. Quick to get on everyone who leaves places a mess, but they are people who leave areas nice and tidy as well, and they did a good job. We're not far. We're just coming out of the tree line now. The trees are great before, but we really want the mountain views now. And we've just come out to it, and it looks amazing. We've got nice light. Yeah, definitely worth the walk through the Glen. Right, onwards, and not really upwards, more traversing. I'd just quickly like to show you some amazing drone footage by Luke Gage. We both did this hike together, and he also captured an amazing shot down by the river with these cascades that led up into the mountain with beautiful light. Anyway, here's a drone footage and the shot he took. I'll leave a link to his Instagram below, Luke Gage Photography. Enjoy.
It all
come round the other side of the river, and I think it's streaked like Sister Peak, slightly smaller. It's getting some amazing light. We had a slight rainbow before. The shot's okay. It's more kind of like panicking to get a shot in the bag, but it's beautiful here. You've kind of like left the pine forest and the dense woodland, and we're in like an open expanse where you've got the river and the peaks and a few silver birch. Yeah, really nice. I'll just flip you around. So that's the view I've got, and then the mountains really pyramidal in the background too. Yeah, amazing. Right, so you're not going to be able to see my face, and I hope you can hear me through the sound of the water, but if I just lift the camera up, you can just see the composition I've got here. I'm really close to the water, but it's creating a nice S shape right into the distant peak that every now and again is just catching light. I'm trying to get the frames where the light's nice and the blue sky in the top right here is just kind of minimal, because it suits the minimal colours and just light. So nice shot. Again, not too dissimilar to areas in Glen, but you have to kind of walk maybe 6-7 kilometres off the road to get here, and it's just as beautiful. This is amazing.
Heart filled with worries, no more. In a world full of sorrow.
Right, so I've just come up to there's an amazing silver birch tree up here. It's still got a bit of colour, but there's also a rainbow above it, and it is incredible. The mountain behind it's nice too, and I'm struggling to kind of put into words this image because it's blown my mind a bit. Everything's coming together, and it's a very fleeting moment, and I know I've said it again, but going on walks, stuff like this you don't get from the car more often than not. You need to be kind of exploring the areas, and this shot, I think it's going to be, I don't like to big it up, make sure it's sharp. Yeah, make sure it's sharp. I don't want to big it up, but it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be incredible. You've not seen it. I'll show a bit of B-roll now, but I've got the rainbow coming out of the silver birch, and it's cradling the sister peak of Streep, and the light behind is nice. Right, here it is. Ooh, happy with this one.
What for? You watched the world from the place beneath the willow, the willow. So many years, too many tears on your pillow, on your pillow.
What an amazing day it's been. We've come to an area we've not been to, and like I said at the start of the video, I'm a big advocate of exploring on your feet if you can. I know some people aren't able to, and that's why you drive to areas, but if you can, if you've got the fitness, not even fitness, it wasn't a difficult walk today. The grading wasn't too bad, so anyone could, with reasonable fitness, could do it. And I feel we came away with some unique images. The light was incredible and the area was beautiful. Luke was telling me that there was a photographer, he'd travelled overseas, and he was photographing Glencoe Locken, and he shouted over to Luke, do you know where the Mads Peter Iverson composition is for this, the mountain reflection with the Milky Way? But I don't know, there's quite a few photographers kind of in that mindset at the moment where they're just after the shots that the bigger names have got, and I don't think you kind of learn from that. Your photography kind of stagnates and stays at one level. I find it so much more beneficial to come to areas like this, explore it, and you get a bigger wow factor, seeing areas you've not seen before, images you've not seen, you're discovering new places, and the pictures you do get mean a bit more to you. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you have enjoyed the video, why not like and subscribe? I do put a bit of effort in to get the content out there. If it's not a big walk, it's I'm trying to competitionally get my images to a level, and I hope you've enjoyed it. But until next time, I'll see you again.